Yeah, you see on the original program that this was supposed to be given by my colleague Ralph Leader, but he wasn't able to come, so I'm the backup guy here now. But let's go through about the discussion about our developments and views on the wearable patches using printed and hybrid electronics, and also considering the sustainability topics around this. As name says, I'm presenting a company called VTT, Technical Research Center of Finland. It tells a lot. We are a research institute about more than 2,000 employees, but today I'm focusing fully on the printed electronics, and there we have a quite long history, more than 20 years, and our driving 100 people roughly in our team all the time, and we have been focusing strongly since day one to drive the vision of roll-to-roll processing whenever possible. Not limiting on that, but whenever possible, that's driving us. And when you make this kind of plan, a promise, then you need to do also the experimentation in such ways. And that's not possible without the proper tools. And therefore, we have been investing on this kind of pilot factory. So we are not the producers, but we have a pilot factory to make a proof of production level of our studies using printed electronics. As I think that in the last moments of second day, we all know that the process can be divided into three major steps. Then there's the first is the roll-to-roll, in this case mostly roll-to-roll printing process that is typically relatively high throughput process, can be using continuous processes and additive manners. But in addition to that, we need quite often to put the chips, because that is the technological and economically the way now, today, to do the connection to back end and the radio part, microprocessor, and the computing part. And therefore, we have been setting a lot of capabilities to the pick-and-place assembly. And third and very versatile step is the post-processing. We can use lamination, injection molding, cutting. We need to deliver processes from these rolls with components, a device is a product. I will quickly run through that what kind of tools this pilot factory looks like, and at VTT, how these steps are done. So for printing, we have this kind of coat-and-map built pilot machine, 30 centimeter wide web, and 4 printing units. And the versatility is the driving here, so that we can print with all units with basically several printing methods: screen, gravure, slot die, so on. For assembly part, we have basically 2 lines. This is a component assembly that we use with conductive, isotropic conductive adhesives or low temperature solders typically. So we pick and place, we have reflow oven, and then we have a capability to do the post-protection by dispensing glove top and so forth. This is relatively high throughput process, and the stop and go process on continuous web. Secondly, we have another line for flip chip bonding on a roll-to-roll process with the, for the bare component assembly. And for post-processing, for example, converting line, I'll come to back this a bit later. Okay, but these are the machines, and then what we do with that. And I show a couple of few technology platforms. So these are kind of done with the publicly funded word that we can publicly speak about these. But I hope that these are the platforms that can be further developed for different customer use cases in the future, and that work is also going on. So first I want to highlight this wearable ECG pad using a TPU as a stretch